Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Disbearity here. So there's a lot of information that's been put out on Songs of Conquest. It's been a while since I spoke about this because I guess when all this dropped, I was sick for like 2 weeks straight. So yeah, I wasn't really much on the internet, but I'm here now and I'm ready to get on into it. So y'all want to get more information on Songs of Conquest, as always, like and subscribe, and thank you guys for supporting this channel. Now let's go ahead and go on into it. So this was posted on April 3rd. We're gonna go through all the news that was dropped, by the way. So all the information that we got. So there's been a release date for this DLC. It's going to be coming on June 4th, 2026. So that's literally less about what, 2 weeks from now? 2.5 weeks, something like that. And so yeah, it's pretty cool. So this right here, greetings Weilders. It's time to look west, or at least west of the islands of Arleon, and take another look at the Yulan, our upcoming faction. We've been busy building things, and from now on until release, there will be more regular updates coming your way. And there has been, honestly, there really has been. So what is this devlog about? We usually stick to a theme. This one's a bit broader, but we'll spend some extra time on a few areas. The Yulon campaign, for example, is well into its copy stage, which means gathering dialogue and lore for translations. We'll also use this devlog to introduce a few more welders, or seekers as they're called in Yulan, and take a closer look at the retrospective houses. And since I can't help myself, there will be more pixel art, so this one has a bit of everything. And so this is one of those things where, like, I really do wish that they would make a story pack. Like a major factions like Yulan, we definitely need a story pack, but for smaller things like Rise Eternal, we can pretty much slide by, you know what I'm saying? So these are the welders here. We have Lord Sheng Kuang, then we have Shen Shun, then we have Yubo the Howler, and he actually looks like the most badass. Because if you look at this art here, I love it, honestly. I love the design. Well, the houses of Yulan are tied to essences, sometimes to the point where the essence begins to take over. That's the case with Transcendence. All houses have their examples of this. For House Shang, that example is Yubo the Howler, right here, who has let creation do quite a number on him. More force of nature than man at this point. And then you have Shun and Lord Sheng are far more human in their appearance, but they all have their quirks. As mentioned in the first devlog, Shun is life-embracing welder who takes the center stage in the 3-map Yulon campaign. It is through her, in the, at times somewhat drink-blurred perspective, that we experience Yulon and the dangers threatening it. Now going further, we have a couple more. We have Minister Zhuang. I'm not gonna say that last name, but we have Minister who have Zhuan. There we go. Then we have Master Ru, and then Mylin. That's what I guess I'm going for there. So House Zhuan has a particular connection to Arcana and a reputation among the other houses for careful planning and the well-chosen words. In the land of Yulan, shaped by conflict and intrigue, that is not necessarily a bad thing. And there is a reason House Zhuan holds the position it does. But there is a measure of distrust towards Zhuan. Many of those careful plans are currently devised by Minister Zhuan. We're going to call him Kuo. We're going to call him Kuo. Kuo Ming? I guess Kuo Ming? I'm guessing? A man with very reassuring smile. Mylin is a different case. The essence of Arcana is tearing her apart from within and holding it together by constant struggle. I like that. I like that kind of case, how between all of them. And then we have House House Li. So we have Lady Li Zheng, Li Junhai, and Shan the Unbroken. So House Li seeks to bring structure in order to part of Yulan. Plans are more often than not followed. Rigorous discipline is expected, and the welders of the house tend to lead by example. Lady Yi, I said Lady Yi, goddamn it, y'all. Lady Li leads the house, and under strict guidance, it has strengthened the position of Yulan. House Sheng would likely say they spend too much time thinking instead of acting, but that depends on who you ask. Or yeah, Shan the Unbroken stands as an unmoving pillar within House Li's ranks. The essence has shaped him into something closer to a walking fortress, naturally resistant to magic, something that tends to be useful in the war between the houses. And so with that said here, did I say war? Yes. As campaign starts, the houses of Yulan are at war with each other, and this is far from uncommon. Schemes and both open and covert conflict are part of the everyday life for the citizens of the Great Yulan. Since this is a campaign, we need a new world map. Oh, that's so good. Thank you. Thank God. I love that. I love that it's a campaign. I love it. Something to show you on the scale of the conflict to give you. As a player, an idea where the story unfolds. So we put together something new. It was awesome working with something a little different from our regular maps that you have seen in earlier campaigns. And by the time we release Yulan, there will be also text. With that, there's just one small pixelated detail left, and that is show off some, but not all of our new map entities, just to show off our pixel artists, really showing the Yulan version of some of the battle map entities. After all, a ton of the originals wouldn't work on the fields of Yulan. And you can kind of see like the difference here. So you have like what they would normally have, right? Usually, and then you have like the versions of Yulan, which is really cool. Like how it's all different because we're on a different continent. That's really cool and that's interesting. And that's what I like to see. See, one thing about Songs of Conquest is that I feel like it can be one of those games that can literally take inspiration from IRL with different regions and stuff. Like Yulan has this Chinese what do you call inspiration going on, right? Or Japanese inspiration going on. I need to look back at my sources here, and you can have like an Indian faction and so on and so forth. It's like really cool to have that. But yeah, let's keep going on looking at this information here. All right, so this one was posted on May 8th. So as you guys see here, releases on June the 4th. So like I said earlier, so with this one here, as you guys see, they haven't posted a pricing yet for it, at least that I don't see. So the final month dedicated to playtesting not only the faction itself, make sure all the new units feel right, but also the 3-map campaign, Yulan campaign. Our testers will be the first to uncover the secrets kept by the 3 houses of Yulan. But don't worry, your turn is coming soon enough. With the release date comes another reveal. Our artists have just finished another new key art showing 2 of House Sheng's Weilders, Shun and Yubo, the Howler. 2 very different personalities serving the same house. And so you can see here, these 2 here. So House Sheng wields the creation as power, and Yubo is nearly consumed by it. As testers work their way through the campaign and the 5 conquest maps, development continues across the faction as a whole. Balance changes, additional art and refinement of existing assets still ongoing. Unit animations, for example, take quite a bit of time to continue, and also continue improving quietly in the background. We're very grateful for our testers and their feedback and insight shape the DLC in a meaningful way. We may start with a vision, but they help us refine it and make it better. Making a game like Songs of Conquest really is a team effort. So see here, they have you can see our little fiery bird here with his animation. I like that animation. It's really cool. It says, look at this fiery bird. Well, technically it's called a Feng in Yulan, but still, with so little time left until release, we're very eager to finally let you try the new units, the campaign, the skills, and everything else that together form the new faction experience. Every new faction that we've done has brought something a little different gameplay wise, and Yulan is no exception. The choice of essence becomes especially important when upgrading your your units. Will you focus on a single house in essence or a mix between them? Field units from all 3 houses together. We'll be back soon with more Yulan news. So it's this don't know something small, but at least we get a taste of what like the animations look like for Yulan here, at least for some of their units here. See, we have their dragon and then we have the Feng here. So it's really cool. I like it so far. It's really cool. All right, last but not least, we have the major piece of update information here when it comes to the Yulan. This one, it's all about the units of Yulan. So getting to this stage is quite a process. I'm sure you understand. Things move from sketch, concept art, to a finished unit, and every step makes the final animation better. We're extremely proud of the results. They really make this battlefield feel alive, as alive as pixelated creatures can be. But before I start throwing animations at you, I thought you deserved another look at the Yulan lineup, that colorful mix of troops and upgrades. Even this image doesn't show every variation of the upgraded units. Remember, Yulan can upgrade many of his troops toward 3 different Fs, making it quite a colorful faction. For the most units, this mainly changes visual effects and abilities, but for the Seekers, their transformed versions really show how essence shape and warp the body as they turn into transcendent. So you can get an idea of what the Yulan look like here with the conscripts. Looks like that's the Grenadier. So yeah, like the units, they really are really colorful, and they look really cool, very unique. You know, I like what I'm seeing here, and I'm gonna zoom that out for y'all too. By the way, keep that in mind. Now we have plenty of beasts and a few humans show off. So let's start with the humble grenadier, one of the more common units in the Yulan army. Serves as a reliable range troop that changes depending on which essence path you choose. A cheerful unit that throws bombs and plays the drums. Really good. That's actually, again, it's really cool. So bombs away. Then some of you have already seen this glorious bird, and it's upgraded as an animation, but I don't mind showing this too. This is the base version of Feng. Its fire upgraded form is called the Feng Kuang. They dwell behind the mountains of Yulan and can sometimes be convinced to join your armies if you build a proper nest for them in your settlement. The Feng also introduces a brand new ability of the conquest called Luckbringer, granting friendly troops nearby blessings of sort. It also inspires allies, slightly increasing offense and defense, essentially a giant bird-shaped good luck charm. Yeah, that's cool. That is really cool. And it just screams and good luck does it. So then we have the Tian, a mystical creature that even the scholars of Yulan do not fully understand. Although some rather rude rumors claim they are an ancient creation of roots, what is clear, however, is that the essence of each house changes them. The Arcana-infused Tian of House Zhuan can teleport across the battlefield, while the Tian House of House Li can energize friendly units, making them move faster in combat. All right, I like that uniqueness that they're going for. That's really cool. Okay, and then finally we have the Hue in the Jue. That's what I'm going to call it, y'all. Fox-like creatures often accompanying the mercenary riders employed by all three houses. The Hue is one of the units unaffected by house alignment, much like the Feng and the riders themselves. But that does not make them any less useful. Both variants are stealthy little creatures capable of slipping past enemy lines without provoking attacks, while the Jue or Jewel has developed quite an appetite for essence. It can drain essence from enemy units and transfer it to you instead. And that's all for the devlog, but we'll be back again with more information about the upcoming Yulan campaign. Still can't leave me entirely without something extra, so here's a small sneak peek of one of the Yulan's animated buildings. It is simply too good not to show off a little. Actually, that is a nice little animation there. They are right about that. This right here is a Seeker's Temple dedicated to Order and House Li. The different upgrades will look different too. If there's anything in particular you'd like to know more about, let us know in the comments. So yeah, I'm really liking what they're doing with House Yulan here, or with the Yulan in general. It looks really cool, and I like what I'm seeing here with the art style, the animations. It feels like, I mean, yes, it's a brand new faction, but it's very unique. You know, very unique in its own ways, and it doesn't feel like, you know, because, you know, when it comes to the other factions, they have that, that old world feel, I guess, and now we're going to like a different world in a sense. You kind of get what I'm saying here. So that's what I'm liking here. Overall though, let me know what you guys think about House Yulan and about the, you know, the course's newest, I keep calling it House Yulan, I'm calling Yulan, you know, let me know what you guys think about the upcoming DLC in general. Thank you guys out for watching this video. If y'all enjoyed it, as always, like and subscribe. Thank you guys for the support, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Peace out, y'all. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also hit the bell notification down below. Thanks for watching.